What's happening, everybody? This is Little Top. Today we're going to go through a quick battle here on Company of Heroes. Now, Company of Heroes 2. Now, I was a big fan of Company of Heroes, and I'm just starting to play Company of Heroes 2 here. So we'll learn this together. We'll go through. I'll put in some of my insight. You feel free to chime in, especially in the comments below, all right? What we'll do is we'll go ahead and start from the very beginning. Let's just get a good 2-on-2 map right here. Angoville, it's a small 320 by 320. Could go up to 4, but actually, as you were, just 2x2. So we're going to go ahead and accept this. Now, since we're in the training mode right here, I'm going to add a computer opponent. I'm just going to leave it on easy. We'll look at our operational skills and see how we work as a unit. Whoop. All right, let's go ahead and start that game. Give it a second to warm up. You know what I'm saying. Alright, the small farming community of Angoville has the potential to be the staging ground of a short but bloody battle. Open fields in the west allow swift movement of large squadrons unhindered by the terrain. Medics pray the shelter found on the eastern end would be enough to hold off an Axis offensive that would surely prove fatal for the wounded too weak for transportation. Alright, we ready to roll? Check, we redcom 1. Alright, let's make this happen, boys. Alright, as a general rule, when I pop into this, I go and I get my first guys, and I go ahead and send them out into an area to go ahead and start securing some of these points. It's important for your resources and everything. So I'll get those rear echelon cats right there going, and I'll go ahead and build me a rifle squad. Now, as I look at this map down here to the right, I see some buildings right up here, right in the middle, which is probably where I want to try and get a base hub to get some firepower and just secure the middle of that map. So as these infantry cats get made, I'll go and start making a couple and we'll start pushing up there. Now, I'm a big fan of indirect fire. I like putting a hammer down from above. I spent a little time as 11 Charlie, which would explain it. But you'll notice that I almost always, in my first set of guys, as you were in my first couple sets of guys, I'll throw a mortar platoon or a mortar squad in there, just like this dude. So I'm going to go ahead and move him up and have him automatically move up to this area, but on the 6 of this wall right here. We don't want them infantry boys getting themselves in a bind. Or as you were, we don't want the mortars getting themselves in a bind. They're not good at the defensive, but they can definitely hold off some Joes. All right, so we'll keep looking around here. Oh, see, we already got contact. We can see him right up there. Now, it's outside our effective fire range, but if I had that mortar platoon in here, I'd be able to make it happen. They'll be up there soon enough. Now, I'm going to go ahead and choose paratroopers, airborne company, all the way. And that's what we're going to use on this one. All right, let's get a, let's get another rifle platoon. We're going to come strong with the firepower here at first. Now, I noticed the Germans, they kind of did what I did. They pushed out and they're trying to get a good base of fire. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we got our mortar platoon here. Now, what they'll do is they're going to sit right here. There we go. Well, they're already firing. Look at that. Bring it, boys. And I got these guys dug in a house, which is a much better defensive position. Along with those rear echelon cats, I'm going to put them under cover right here, which means we got interlocking fields of fire and indirect fire on these boys. Them Germans ain't gonna last long. Oh, let's get back down here and make sure that we're building it up like we need to. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and get that medic vehicle. I like that medic vehicle, so we'll get it and send it on up there too. Look at that. Those Germans are about done. They may have gotten that point, but they taking a beating down there. I got another. You know what? Let's go ahead and move this infantry squad up into here. And go ahead and close on. There we go. Bye-bye, boys. Bye-bye. We'll go ahead and take our ground back. Now, these guys right here, these rear echelon cats, are basically like little engineers. So we need to get them moving and make this as difficult as possible for the German Joes, to make it through here. Now, this is a vulnerable spot. I'm going to go ahead and lay some wire across this opening. You got to look at all avenues of approach here. Now look, we got some more German cats just sitting right here. But my indirect fire boys are putting a hammer down. So we're just going to drive on with that. I'm going to move this other infantry squad up into cover. Let's go down here. Now, it's about time that we need to get an officer or somebody, so I keep checking down here to see if I can afford an officer. Not quite yet. Let's go and get that hand grenade ability. It's important to do those upgrades for hand grenades when the Germans are dug in, and definitely for the armor. That's a big thing, because that armor starts getting important, because they will roll some armor on you. It was kind of the Germans' jam. Alright, I'm going to pop up in here. You notice this infantry company here, they kind of hurting. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them out. And I'm going to send that boy right back here, see if we can heal him up a little bit. Whoop. Get him back here near my little medic vehicle, which I have back under cover. So we'll go ahead and let them start charging up. I'll replace them with another infantry company. I say company, I'm thinking too big. Infantry squad, as you were. Alright, we're doing good. Let's get some more of these rear echelon boys, make it happen. Alright, they built up that right there. Lock down that avenue of approach. You got to be looking at this map all the time. Now, it looks to me like they can squeeze through there. We'll button that up in a second, but let's go ahead and get this locked down. Now, we still taking some fire up here, but it's looking a whole lot better. I like what I'm seeing. All right, now these guys. All right, boys, you know what? Y'all go ahead and start pushing off here to the west. We're going to move out here to the 9 o'clock with them and let them start securing territory. All right, now this one right here, if you look on the map, there's a little gas can right there. That gas can's important because if you want to get vehicles moving at any point, you're going to need that fuel coming in. That's just how it is. All right, looks like my infantry boys here looking pretty good. I'm going to go probe this perimeter here. We're going to push up and see if we can get some eyes on these objectives. All right, let's get a set of these Pathfinders in here. We'll roll these Pathfinders on in, which we'll prep for our paratroopers later on. Whoop, all the way. All right, y'all, and I'm just going to have these guys keep pushing around the map, securing territory. Oh, look at that. We got some infantry came around the back here. That ain't good. All right, come here, boys. So I'm going to roll them back up. You'll move your guys up to cover any chance you have. I'm not going to leave them out there in the open. I'm going to put them up there behind that cover, help them protect themselves. Between the mortar and grenades, our Kraut friends didn't even have a chance. All right, let's move back up here. All right, look at this, and we just slowly plugging along, just gaining territory over and over again. Eventually, them boys will make contact, but in the meantime, we're just going to keep trying to grab as much as we can. We should be allotted an LT here before long. Let's see. There we go. Oh, not quite yet, not quite yet. One thing I like about this is now that my Pathfinder's in here, I can start to airdrop. So we're going to go ahead and airdrop machine gun right in here. They call it in, they drop in that heavy machine gun, which will give a chance to some of my regular infantry boys to get some more heavy firepower up inside that building. And since our mission is basically secure this territory, as soon as that bad boy hits, I'm going to drop him down. Take a little bit of risk here and pulling him out of the defensive. All right, go pick it up, boys, quickly, quickly. Moving, moving. You know what, I'll put that 5 back in there for a while. I don't like leaving any part of the perimeter unsecured. Never bodes well for us. Huh? All right, we doing all right. Now, I know them Russians, they got that, Russians, what am I talking about? You see what's on my mind? I know them Germans got this whole little setup right here. But we're going to make sure we put the hammer down. So now I got this machine gun. Let's put that machine gun up in that building. We'll put this number 1 left on the infantry because it's going to take a couple of you guys to man that machine gun. That's a cruiser weapon. So since it just left 1 in this infantry squad, I'll pull them over here and I'll reinforce them over here. And we'll get some more Joes on the battlefield. It's much more efficient to use your soldiers without going and having to build brand new ones. So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull this infantry squad. Come on out here, boys. All right, let's push up and see where all them Germans are at. Now, let me explain the difference between cover and concealment. Cover means it'll stop a bullet. Concealment means you can hide your butt in the bushes. But there's a real big difference, and you'll know that when that lead starts flying your way. So in this game, they've done a good job of showing the difference between cover and concealment. If you see my mouse here puts them in that yellow, that's really pretty much just concealment. Are we making contact? All right, we're going to go ahead and pull these boys back. They're not a fighting force. So we'll let those Germans go ahead and take that right there. That's all right. Y'all going to have it. In the meantime, I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to see if I can find... Okay, they got a cow cat. I'm going to go and get that LT up the battlefield. All right, sir, all the way. Once he comes around, I'm going to push him right up to here. All right, this infantry force right here looks like it is ready to go. So we will go ahead and grab that infantry unit and push them up here. Knowing that the Germans are securing territory, we're going to push them right up here. And make sure they don't try and sneak around. So I'm just going to kind of stash them right up in there for now. All right, let's see how we're looking. I like how we're looking here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade right here so I can get the anti-tank capabilities. Oh, look at that. See? They're right in that eye. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, walk in that line of fire, the machine gun, boys. All right, boys, get the cover. Get the cover. We secured that area, but we're going to go ahead and button them up in there. I'm going to put them in this bigger building here. Get up in that building, boys. In the meantime, between my heavy machine gun and my mortar platoon, we're going to put the hammer down. All right, we're looking good here. Let's go ahead and push on up. Now, you can always put these automated machine gun nests in, and if you've locked in on a corner and you definitely know you got control of it, sometimes it's a pretty good idea. Look, them boys are moving to take territory back. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and secure it down here, but then I'm going to send those rear echelon guys back. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Check this out. I'm going to drop a heavy machine gun on them. Here you go. Y'all go ahead and secure that, and when they're done, they're going to have a whole lot more firepower. My LT should be on site soon. Got a captain too. Now, once you get a captain, you can start getting some of those better vehicles. My guess would be, if I was a betting man, that we're going to get some armor up on us here pretty quick. Whoop. All right, I secured this area. Now I'm going to go secure this heavy machine gun, and we're going to go find some of our German partners, and we're going to shut them down. All right, let's go ahead and start moving. Now, this guy here, I'm going to send him back. The number one, go ahead and just send him back, because honestly, he's not doing good as just a single soldier. Now, it looks like, okay, there we go, there we go. Watch this, watch this. I'm going to put that machine gun up in this. Actually, we'll put it right here. I don't know if, still can't quite see him. All right, let's push around. We got to make sure we have eyes on these Germans. But I want some type of cover. I don't want to waste a perfectly good set of Joes here. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? It's like they rolled out on us. All right, we'll go and secure that again, but I got to keep an eye on that to make sure that they're not in there and try and take out my machine gun team. That's not something we really want to lose. Now, I got my rear echelon guys here. I can go ahead and go make them, while they're upgrading their troop strength, go ahead and get them some anti-tank capabilities. That's going to be pretty important. Now, I should have an LT and a captain here. I'm going to go ahead and take that captain. I'm going to put him in our main base hub. And then I'm going to take that LT, and we're going to start pushing up into this perimeter up through here. We ain't having none of that. And I'm going to go ahead and drop a heavy machine gun down on this infantry squad, just so we can really shore them up. That's going to be a pretty solid fighting force. You know the thing, I'll tell you what, you know what I will do? Well, shoot, I can't right now. I would give them a mortar team. What I'll do instead is I'll just go ahead and send these boys up. Okay, here we go. Look, we making contact up here. They're coming in. So what we're going to do, we're going to roll right back behind these bushes. It ain't a lot of cover, but it's a little bit. And if those boys got a flamethrower, we're going to have to go, okay, we out of here. I'm rolling them out. I don't want to lose that machine gun team. So as soon as they pop out with that flamethrower, I got to give up the ground. I know it sucks. Oh, bro, maybe running them. Looks like I'm... All right, they got quite quite a setup going over there. If I can get some armor coming from this captain, I'm going to send it over there. I can. Boom. All right, we got an armor. So once I get that tiny little tank, we'll send it over there and start engaging some of that light infantry. All right, look at this fighting for. This is what I'm talking about. We're looking good here. Go ahead and get that heavy machine gun. So it looks like we got a Pathfinder unit, an LT. This is a pretty good little setup. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Control 1, and we're going to come north side of this. We're going to push around. We're just going to take a peek down, because I know there's some Germans. Look at them. There they are. All right. Pathfinders, y'all get over there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Run. Come on. I don't want that machine gun getting hit. See, they coming after that machine gun group, and I don't want that. I'm going to go and send them back to the rear. Can't risk that. What I can do is take this infantry unit. Where they at? Drop a hand grenade on them boys. And then if we can get rid of them, I'll sneak over there. I'll pick up that flamethrower. The bad boy's legit. Alright, starting to look pretty rough. We're going to go ahead and roll somebody. Okay, we're going to have to back up some. I hate retreating. I just call it a tactical movement backwards. But it looks like it's going to have to happen. Alright, let's go look down here. This machine gun's looking pretty good, so we'll go ahead and push them back up. We got these guys. Go ahead and recharge them. And let's go look and see if we can get us another piece of armor. Oh, I love these half tracks. Alright. Now, this guy. Uh-oh. I think I just saw some armor. If that's the case, then we need to go ahead and get some of these units upgraded and get them some anti-tank gear. I can't tell if that's a track right there. It looks like that red square like it may be. Let's see here. There's a heavy machine gun. We'll put them in there. We'll just have these guys standing by. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and come on down here and see. Once I got the captain, you start getting better vehicles right there. This guy right here, this little tank, ain't gonna be able to hold up next to a Tiger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and push him on over and start trying to clear some of these areas. Ooh, and I got this half track. Dude, this thing is like 250 cals mounted on the top of it. Dude, he will shred some infantry. So if you can team up a little bit of armor with one of them half tracks, unless they have some anti-armor capabilities, you'll start shutting them down. Alright, that looks like pretty good. Looks like they may have just rolled out of there. I'm going to go ahead and take these two guys, and I hit control and then a number, and it kind of gives you like a battle group. Alright? Boom. So that's my group number 2. My group number 1's still up there. All right, with that group 2, because I want to be able to take ground and have some armor, we're going to move that a whole bunch right up in there. We're going to secure this territory. We're going to move straight in and get a force right up front there. This guy, check this out. With the engineers, you can build these machine gun nests. So I'm going to go ahead and build one right there, pointing into the bad guy's background. Now, we can start getting shot at here. If they can make it through, I'm going to let them keep going, even though they're taking... Oh, well, man, they got us pretty good. All right, let's back it up. Back it up there, Ranger. I'm going to move that mortar platoon in a little bit closer, just so they can hit those guys. There we go. That's what I wanted. Anti-tank gun. We're dropping it right there. Alright, now I'm going to take my number 2 group and start pushing up. We're going to make contact up through here, so I'm not going to go real fast. chances are they're going to put that armor towards where they already noticed I got my most firepower, where those buildings are. So I'll push my armor up, and these cats, we just going to start gaining ground. Gaining ground. Hit number 2. Push on up again. Now, from the map here, it looks like their area is probably right up here. So we're going to sit right outside this, because this is going to be a major avenue of approach for them, pushing out of their perimeter. Okay, all right, check it out. So, they in a bind now, you know why? Because we got our armor. So, they got a tank up there, that's fine. I got a little secret for them. Check this out. Send it, son. Send it. So, as long as my guys are dug in here, they should be okay for a minute. But I got that anti-tank weapon right there, and we can start hitting that tiger tank. You got to take that bad boy out quick. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because it will shut all your boys down. Uh-oh, we in a bind. All right, sir. You're about to own this. All right, I'm taking a beating here, but I got a guy that looks like they killed my gun crew. Did they kill it again? Jesus. Oh, we are taking a beating here, boys. All right, I didn't want to do this. I gotta be honest, they surprised me on that one. I can't use my mortar platoon right there. But I know that I've got some, these guys right here have got anti-tank. I'm going to leave my machine gun right up here, but that anti-tank. See, I can airdrop some more, like right in there. I can airdrop more up in there. I just don't have the manpower. Okay, there we go. So I'll put that anti-tank in a building, and hopefully, we're putting a hurting on them. Alright, come on. Where's that anti-tank weapon? Come on, boys. Get him. That's it. Watch this. Boom! Alright, now we're looking good. Usually they're only going to be able to get one piece of armor out. I know. Not always the best plan, but we're going to drop that in right there. And we're going to start making a push into their perimeter. My point is I wanted to wrap this battle up within 30 minutes. That way you can get right back to your homework, back to your job, playing daddy, whatever you feel like you got to do. Well, these boys right here, I tell you what. Whoop, my bad. If nothing else, they committed to not let me do what I want to do. We need some more soldiers. Alright, we got a whole house here. We're going to go ahead and push them on over and secure our territory back. Cool. Alright, now this is what I like. I got some actual paratroopers, so we calling them in. Here we go. I can land, once I land that anti-armor right there, I don't mind if they take some shots at us. Like, see, I'll roll this armor up over there, because that small arm trying that machine gun nest ain't going to do nothing to me. Let's go down here. I should have enough stuff where I can build me another little tank. Y'all going to give me a tank? Nope, not give me one. That's all right. Alright, you can see in your map up here, obviously I found the base. So what I do is I just start creeping now. I'll get them paratroopers, go ahead and man that anti-tank, and the one anti-tank I have back here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and push all this up. We're getting everybody closer now. We're going to make a move. Everybody, let's go, Rangers. Let's go. Look at that. He got another tank out. That's all right. It's all right. Got something for you. D-Luck. Now, they're going to probably take out that half track, which I hate to do. But what it is doing is buckling up the time of that tank right there. Pow! There we go. All right, here come all the rest of my boys. Let's go ahead and get this other anti-tank right up in here also. The thing you got to watch out for is those machine gun nests, though. They'll take out some of your stuff. So you kind of got to creep up through here. So I'll use this just so I can get enough eyes on the target. See, they'll give me another little tank then. I like having them small tanks because they're so good against the infantry. There we go. We'll send them right up to the front of the battle. You can see on that map down in your bottom left, it's hitting the fan down there. But I can't get too close until I take out those machine gun nests, which I have now done. So now we're going to go ahead and push some more of these heavy guns up into the mix. That mortar platoon right there, keep hammering them. Now, usually on these games, if you take out that main base right there, everything else tends to fall apart on them. So I just have them just hitting it. Y'all just hit it and hit it and hit it. Don't get distracted by all those guys running around with small arms. That's why we got this little boy right here. He'll eat them up. There we go. Look at that combined arms fire right there. We got them twin 50 cals taking them there. We got some anti-armor. Got a anti-tank team. All right. Oh, yeah. See, now we got some more. If you can get guys to get eyes on target, it's always good. Eventually, like when you get a sniper who can hide himself, that's nice. Because he can sneak way up in that background, way up behind enemy lines, and he'll be calling artillery on them and stuff like that. Use that indirect fire more effectively. Now it's just a waiting game. Oh, check it out. Maybe, well, I was going to say maybe he'll let me do a rocket. All right, let's back this up. Usually, at the end of these games, they'll make one last infantry push trying to get you out of there. That's all right. Rock on. Do what you got to do. Notice I got my my ambulance up in there. I hit that, lock him down, just start healing people as we sit around and continue to engage. Watch this, boy. Come on, boys. All right, we had 26 minutes. We're getting close. I think that's it. All right. Good job, good job, good job. So that was the first map. We'll try and go through some more maps, give you an idea of what you need to do. Now, obviously, when you're playing other people, that's always a little bit harder. Hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe, tune in. Appreciate you coming along. Good job, Rangers. Clean your weapons, grab something to eat. No top out.